tent has a real condensation problem, you know. The top of my bag is wet, like all of it. Well, fell asleep right away last night. Woke up about midnight, then I was up for, I don't know, 4.5 hours. The rain just kept going, it's constant. And I don't know, now it's like 9 something, and I don't know if it went the whole time or if it slowed down and stopped or whatever, but I guess it's good that it's not snowing, right? Pulling on wet socks and wet clothes and all that is pretty bad. It's pretty tough, but now I have to get up in even more rain. Still raining. I don't think it's gonna stop, so there's honestly not a whole lot of point continuing to lie here, except that I want to keep stalling. I'm quite curious as to how the hitchhiking is gonna go. I don't know how people are gonna be going my direction. I want to go to Saskatchewan River Crossing and then south to Lake Louise. Now, in this crap, I don't know why anybody would be driving out to the mountains to sightsee. So it would have to be through drivers, like going to BC or something. And then, I don't know, people from Nordegg or Rocky Mountain House who just need to get to BC today. I could be out there for quite a long time. And then, you know, it's raining and I'm wet. Could be a very uncomfortable wait. But I don't know if that's going to make drivers feel sorry for me. Well, it will, but are they going to feel sorry for me enough to let a completely wet person into the seat of their car? Because I'm sure that's what they're going to think, and that's what they're going to... And they're not wrong, right? There's no way for me to make dry pants just magically as soon as I get in their vehicle. I'll be making their seat wet. By the way, I've never really had this, like a real solid rain event. It was just a matter of time. I've been out here so much. I mean, I've gotten rain days and I've gotten little rain things happen, but I've never had like, hey, you know, these do happen. Like 2 days of rain, just solid rain, or even snow. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was just a matter of time. It wasn't in a prediction, all right? It was, the 5-day forecast was 2 partly sunny days, 1 bad day. That was, you know, day 3. And then 2 more partly sunny days. So this chance of snow and rain and all that didn't show up until people came out and started telling me about it. So I've been out in this thing like 20 nights and I still can't figure out how to set it up so it doesn't leak. It doesn't have pooling. Like, where did it happen, right? And the condensation I mentioned last night is pretty rough in this tent. Oh boy. I noticed the condensation last night, like as early as midnight. And I mean, the only way to fight condensation is to get some airflow. And I mean, you can't open these flaps. I think that's one thing that's mentioned is like, oh, if you're open the flaps up, and well, it's raining. So I need those flaps. Those keep the water out, right? This tent, yeah. Sorry, Z-Packs, but thumbs down on your $1,000 tent that will not keep the rain out and has little holes in it already. It's very light, but man, setbacks. There's a lot of setbacks. The sleeping bag. Man, the lens on this thing. I don't know if I can even help it. A sleeping bag and my puffy jacket are about the only things that are dry. Check out the massive puddle on my backpack. Everything's totally frozen. It might not have snowed, but it got cold last night. I'm not interested in making hot stuff. I just want to get some food into me and get out of here. So, just snacks. But I mean, even my snacks are frozen solid, so. Well, only one way out of here, one way to dryness and being warm and showers, and that's that way, about 12 kilometers. I might be having problems with some of my lightweight gear, but yesterday after I did that 7 kilometers in Banff National Park and then another 1.5 kilometers to the border, that wasn't so great. Currently from that boundary, I am 16 kilometers. So I must have done at least 18. I think the first 2 or 3 hours I did about 6. That was tough. And then another 3 hours, the next 3 hours, 3.5 maybe, I did 12. I mean, it was just so much easier. The point is, I mean, I went beast mode, but I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have gone that far with a normal backpack. So, I mean, despite the problems, the lightweight backpacking, I mean, in some ways it's safer because you can get your ass out a lot faster than you normally could. Well, you can certainly see how far snow came down. Look at these spooky bad boys. Trail is pretty swampy and boggy so far. I mean, it was for the last few kilometers yesterday too. Of course, it's also raining a lot, so that helps. Well, for all this time walking along the Siffleur River, you actually don't see it very often. Or if you do, it's really far away. Well, it appears it was a long straight part with a lot of swamp and bog. It appears I've worked my way through that. And now it becomes trail, and we come up to that straight looking road. It's more solid on Massme, right? This is hash line, and that one's solid, so I'm hoping it's in better shape. But yeah, that's in 2 kilometers, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. I definitely am not moving as fast as it was yesterday. There's a lot of things that are sore. I can feel it from yesterday. Well, just probably not even a kilometer after where I camped. This is the first actual good random camp spot I've seen since I left Banff National Park, really. With a flat spot and water. You can see there's this nice little trail going down the water that the animals and stuff probably created. Yeah. Well, honestly, I don't care. I really just needed a place to just put my tent, and I didn't really use water anyway. I didn't cook anything. All I did was heat up water and dump it in my dinner. Okay, without really realizing, I reached the part that shows up as a solid line. I don't know who, but someone, maybe Alberta Forestry, removed God, I have no idea, but it's got to be 400 or 500 trees. And a lot of them they just cut and left in place. That was the case up to that corner, but now I'm starting to notice that some of the ones that have been cut now too have also been removed. So much work, right? I can't really blame them for all that other part. They just They just cut with their chainsaws, stepped over and moved on. There's so much stuff to cut. But man, made my life so much easier. So much less climbing. I mean, my body is, right? See here, they've actually removed it. Pushed it off to the side instead of just leaving it. So anyway, if this is the way it's gonna look for the rest of it, I will certainly 100% take that. It hasn't been bad so far today. Some swamp, pushing through some bush, which of course, you know, it's all wet, so that makes me additionally wet. Just a little cold for a second again. But yeah, I mean, I'm not moving super fast. I'm cold, I'm worn, I'm just worn down. Worn down from yesterday. And you know, I'm making my way, but I'm just not tearing it up like I was. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, all right. Logbook. Camping permitted. Yeah, there's just nothing permitted in here. No drones, no nothing. I guess I could try to take that logbook out, but all I'd be doing is getting the damn thing wet. I decided to sign it. Got a couple of drops of rain on it, but nothing major. Somebody was in here. I just took one quick look back. Last page, August 16th, August 19th. So I don't know why. This is a very difficult trail. A lot of swamp. Maybe they're the ones who did all the cleaning, right? With the chainsawing. I don't know. Anyway, I signed it. Mark of the trail, YouTube. Came from BNP. Hard. I'm forcing myself to take a little break. This thing, it's got a few little, you know, like turn to the 30 degrees, you know, nothing major. And it goes, it's right now it's 5.2 showing as the crow flies to like basically North Saskatchewan River. And then I think from there, it's only like 500 meters over to the bridge. So it's coming along. It's coming along. Looking back, ironically, since I left Siffleur Wilderness, it's been in better shape. Trail is in great shape now. It's nice to see. It is starting to roll. So over there I went down, then climbed a hill. And here I'm going to go down again. You can see I'm going to climb a hill again. But the trail's in good shape, so it's just a matter of my tired, aching muscles making it happen. And I'm starting to hear Highway 11, and like I hear a car go by like every 20 minutes. Oh, good times. Showing like 3.2 until I get to the kind of the Saskatchewan River. All right, looking back, I came down and you can see the exploration road or whatever that is going up over there, and you can see a ribbon. But the trail seems to go over here, so all right, maybe this is just an end around some hill over there. See if it rejoins it. Well, I never saw that trail come in, or the cut line of that road or whatever that was. I never saw it come back into the trail, but the trail still seems to be going generally the correct direction. So I kind of circled around that hill. In about 600 meters, there is some sort of intersection showing a mass meese, so that'll be something to watch out for. And whatever I can do to kind of make this a bit more interesting, right? Take my mind off the cold, take my mind off my tired body. I figured this is probably about 90 kilometers, this trip. Lake Louise to Highway 11. Like, Jesus. I've never heard of anyone doing this. I've never even heard of anyone talk about it. It's, I mean, all this part, you know, from Banff National Park, it's mostly on old exploration roads. And so, I mean, the historical part of it is kind of gone, right? The people from who went through here in 1850 had nothing to do with all this. They were probably down by the river crossing it again and again. But, you know, it is still, well, I mean, accidentally, I ended up doing something pretty damn unique. There's my little road trail back there. I'm gonna go for a little climb here in a minute. I found that trail. It sure isn't much, but nice and wide. It just looks like it doesn't get much traffic, that's for sure. But yeah, it's here. I have not the slightest damn clue what this trail would be called, or for that matter, how long it lasts. But yeah, it's easy to follow at least this much anyway. If I can find a name for it in the David Thompson hiking guide, I'll flash it up. Not a real high hill, but in my current condition, it felt pretty high. Bit of a view here, if there was a view to be had, or if it wasn't for the weather, I'd say. All right, a little bit more climbing to do. Supposed to be another intersection, I don't know, 600-700 meters up. You know, it's stuff to watch out for. It's stuff to pull me along, right? Little waypoints. Well, that terrace trail, I saw some ribbon up on top of that hill. But I didn't see any trail runoff. Okay, so I'm almost done this exploration road. 150 meters, I mean, you can see the river down there. It's gonna come beside the river. And then 1.1 kilometers still to get to the Siffleur Falls trail, which is probably just, yeah, when I intercept that, it's probably just 100 meters over to the bridge across this river. I have not heard anyone go by on the highway for a while. It could take me significant time to get a ride. Fortunately, time is on my side. It is 1 in the afternoon. So, yeah, I got lots of it. Not bad, man. All right. Kind of figured this would be a big cyclist route or something, so it's been pretty easy for me for the last 4 or 5 kilometers, but this will be even easier. Well, this is nice. Be nice, certainly be nice in the good weather. I could see the bridge out like literally 2 minutes after I left that intersection over there. Got this weird secondary bench underneath this road. Road, of course, is very easy, and I'm happy to say there's more traffic on Highway 11 than I thought. I think I was only hearing the loud cars, but I'm hearing traffic quite a bit out on it actually, so. Okay. I guess this one's pretty popular. I think this here is the trail I was looking at. You walk to the same place I was at, you just stay high. Look how fancy schmancy this is, my goodness. Getting spoiled now. Actual people. Forgot what they look like. Bridge is kind of fun, actually. It's bouncy. Suspension bridges are fun. They're pretty neat. I haven't done that much day hiking around David Thompson. Should definitely try and do a bit more of it. $90 freaking kilometers. Got her beat. 6 minutes into the attempted hitchhiking. Nice thing about this is I can whip this thing out. I don't have to worry about it getting wet. It's actually maybe sprinkling at the most. Just helps keep me warm because I'm standing still now, so the blood stopped pumping. Not been too many cars. I've had 4 or 5 go by. No one's taken pity on me yet. You know, like I said, I got time on my side. Just got to be patient. I might have to get 2 rides, right? One ride to Saskatchewan Crossing, then another ride down to Lake Louise. See what happens. Well, I'm definitely more comfortable with this hitchhiking business. It's no more fun though. Just standing around waiting on a highway for traffic. This one here is one of my longest hitchhikes. I think I waited 48 minutes when that's when I did I think it was called Landslide Lake, Hidden Lake up there. Went over the pass, came down here, and then I just had like, it's like a 15-minute ride, but it took longer to wait for the ride than actually get the ride. Yeah, I don't know about this highway. You know, Windermere Highway, I've gotten rides in like 2 minutes. A major highway, there'd be lots of traffic, but like that one, people stop the least. I mean, 99% of people don't stop, so. But like 200 cars go by you in 15 minutes, so. But this one, you don't have that many cars, and they're really not, yeah. I don't know why. The Windermere Highway just seemed to be a little more friendly. Must look friendly. Okay. I'm an awful smiler. Back of the car. Took half hour. The guy drove me all the way. Oh, I just want to get warm. I'm gonna go into Lake Louise, get myself a little snack. That'll be enough to tide me over till I go back to Calgary. It's 3:30. Just sunken into my bones right now, the cold. What a crazy trip, man. What can I even say? That was nuts. I can't even hold the camera straight. Hands just want to shake. Oh, I just got the chills right now. I don't even know what to say. That was a crazy adventure. Get out there and hike, man.